Alrighty guys, I hope you're having a glorious and wonderful day today. In today's video, I really want to talk about the differences between Besednice Moldavite, which is to my left, and Chlum Moldavite, which is to my right. Now, obviously these are both pieces of Moldavite, but right off the bat, the main difference between both of these types of Moldavite is its location, right? Obviously, Moldavite is named, sometimes, mostly it's named from the location that it comes from. In this case, it's Besednice, and for Chlum, it comes from Chlum, right? Parts of Europe. But when we dive deeper into understanding the different characteristics and the energetic frequencies of each type of Moldavite, they are very unique and different. Now, Besednice on my left is considered to be a very delicate piece of Moldavite, right? When you hold it in your hand or when you look at a piece of Besednice Moldavite, you can tell right off the bat that, at least for the most part, most of these pieces are often triangular in shape. And they're really easily identifiable since they have sharp spikes, which is really interesting when you hold a piece, because when you hold it, it's like holding a snowflake in your hand. And the beauty of these pieces are just so magnificent, which oftentimes is one of the reasons why they can seem more, they can be on the higher end of the Moldavite spectrum. Basically meaning that it costs more per gram. On the other hand though, when we look at Chlum Moldavite, it is actually still a pretty high quality. It's just not as rare, which basically means it won't increase in price, kind of like the whole supply and demand. You know, when something is short in supply, the demand and basically the price for it goes up, it's higher. And so, but recently I've actually learned that some of the stone fields in Chlum have actually been closing, so maybe soon, I don't know exactly when, but maybe later on, Chlum Moldavite will actually become cost more per gram, just as best it needs to, just because it's going to be rare to find. But it's still very high quality, and it actually still has some rugged, sculpturing in it as well. I mean, it's still a very, very, very beautiful piece. But yeah, Besednice still basically outwins all of them in beauty right now, and the deep sculpturing and just how they're rarer as well, so people have to obviously pay more to acquire them. But moving on, guys, you guys are probably interested right now in maybe some of the energy, the energetic differences between both of these types of Moldavite. And right off the bat, I can tell you that Besednice has a very definite, it almost seems like a higher quality type of energetic feel to it, and it targets mostly the crown chakra. Now, Moldavite usually targets, the heart, the upper chakras like the heart, the brow and the crown chakra, but Besednice targets mostly the crown chakra. If you've ever owned one of these pieces, you would know what I'm talking about. And Chlum, on the other hand, actually focuses more on the brow chakra and increases that particular chakra more so than the others, although you can still feel the energy in both of them, throughout your body. If you're sensitive to the energies, you can still feel it throughout your whole body and all the chakras. But mostly, Chlum focuses on the third eye, and Besednice focuses on the crown chakra. And you may be wondering, well, which one should I get? Which one would be better for your particular purposes and uses for your journey? And honestly, that is exactly why I'm showing you guys these pictures of both of these types of Moldavite, because as I've been reading and as I've been learning, the types of Moldavite that you're attracted to are usually the ones that you need to work with, right? So if you feel like in your spirit that you're drawn to Besednice Moldavite, get it. Or if you're drawn to Chlum Moldavite, get it. Or maybe both pieces, or maybe other pieces of Moldavite from different locations, because there isn't just two stone fields in Europe where you can get Moldavite. There's actually about 5 that I've at least come across now that you can actually get based on where the meteor hit and how far those meteorite pieces basically flew out, into other parts of Europe where you can actually still find Moldavite. And so it's actually pretty interesting, guys. When you look at both of these pieces, obviously, say for example, this piece, each of these pieces weighed about a gram. You're looking at Besednice at about $20 a gram and Chlum at about 15. Like I said, just because of the rarity of Besednice Moldavite, it's going to cost you more. But basically, guys, like I said, whichever one you're drawn to should be the one that you probably need to work with at this moment. Maybe you'll get both of them later on, or maybe you'll get one from each of the different fields that Moldavite has basically scattered to in other areas of the world. So yeah, I mean, this is basically like a quick wrap up, guys, a quick little bit differences between both types of Moldavite, although they are both really great to work with. And so, yeah, guys, if you have any questions, more questions about these two different types of Moldavite, leave them in the comments below. Also, I know I've been getting a lot of requests about where I get my real and authentic Moldavite. And so I'm actually very fortunate that the people that I actually acquire Moldavite from, they now have an online website, so you guys can go check them out. I'm going to leave their link below where you guys can get real, authentic Moldavite, like no joke. Never had a problem with them. I get all my Moldavite from them, and they have some of the great prices. They have everything you could possibly want with Moldavite. I mean, they have bracelets. They have, the carved Moldavite. They have the raw Moldavite, the museum quality Moldavite. They have the Chlum. They have the Besednice. I mean, they have it from like all different parts of, the different locations that you can find Moldavite from. I mean, they have it all. So I'm going to leave that link below, guys, where you guys can go check them out. Like I said, once again, if you have any more questions about either of these two pieces of Moldavite, just let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer any questions. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you actually want to check out my Facebook page as well and my Instagram, where I'll be posting pictures of different ways to test if your Moldavite is real or authentic, or just different pictures of Moldavite with different pairings. And so you can get more information about how those pairings work. You can check out my Instagram page as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I send you guys so much love, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. See ya.